Thanks, Anna. I would share a lot of times with Bob over humor. Now, about 99% of the humor that Bob and I shared together cannot be reiterated here for many different reasons. But our favorite stories were always about the ironies in life, because those little vignettes can give you an insight. And we see that our society today has lost its ability to laugh. You take a Bob Cote who could, I always called it Bob's vision test. That was Bob looking through you to see if he could see the wall on the other side. If he could, he held out very little hope for you. But if you had a sense of humor, there was hope. Because ultimately, you have to laugh at yourself. One of our favorite stories is three fellows sitting out in a little boat pretending to fish. They're really drinking beer and lying to each other. Well, as the beer flows, the lies get bigger. All of a sudden, they go silent until one of them says, "Do you see this?" The other two responded, I was hoping you saw this. This must be sunstroke. Is that Jesus walking up to the boat? I don't know what Jesus looks like, said one of them. The other said, "Should we hide the beer?" I don't think he cares about that. Jesus walks up to the boat and looks at the first one. He said, "You're a good man. You've spent your life dedicated to your community and your family and coaching Little League sports and raising your children. All the while, none of them knew that you were suffering the great pain and arthritis." And he lays hands on him and heals him. And he stands up in the boat, he's weeping. Looks at the second one. "Your little brother came to me years ago and asked me to forgive him for putting your eye out with that slingshot. And all the things that you wanted to accomplish, you never complained." And he lays hands on him and heals him. Now he stands up in the boat, sobbing. He looks at the third one and he throws his hands up. The third fellow says, "Oh, Jesus, please, Jesus, don't touch me. I'm on permanent disability." That was a Bob Cote joke. And that was a reflection of everything that is wrong with our society right now. So a person like Bob Cote, who represents everything that could be right with our society, is a person that not only seeks problems, but fulfills the promise to fix them. Last night, as an Irish boy, I don't often write things down because we Irish don't write very well, as Peter Boyles will tell you. But I wanted to collect my thoughts on Bob. And I'll probably read this again, but I'd like to read it here for this special group. If I, like Ken Bell, I don't know if I'll get through it. It's very short. "Warriors that battle for the truth learn very early on that the first casualty is almost always the standard bearer. Being right does not mean being righteous. The desire to seek the truth is usually the result of having lived the lie. The struggle every day to recognize the lie is the seeker's mission. Those that know the lie understand its power to deceive, for they, in the past, were willing to tell it to anyone who would fall for it. And each time they told it, the lie got better. But the lie, like a bad parasite, slowly kills its host and the hosts of the host. The seeker knows the options for those living the lie: prison, death, or sobriety. Excuses are the lie's life story. Prison and death are the final act. Those that never lived the lie or knew someone living it are quite often responsible for supporting it. And some who claim to know it choose to profit from it. For it is dirty work calling someone a liar, and is best left to the experts. No price could be too great. The lie not confronted grows. New hosts now with grand missions are paid to eradicate it, while the seeker watches as it hides behind the walls of public opinion, safe now to recruit new and highly paid hosts. It becomes an industry. Effective compassion, this tool of the visionary seeker, is confused with heartless aggression. The seeker is called the enemy. The man who sees through the lie watches it grow as it laughs back at him. Still, he never stops confronting the lie. One liar at a time, the door opens to the truth. The scars of his lie erode his physical being. Still, he marches on. Time, the immortal enemy of the lie, now claims the seeker. As his memory beckons new seekers, the fight is renewed. And who will answer the bell? Bob's life story is the story of man and man's narrow escape from annihilation through the razor-thin advantage of good over evil that is ensured by the unlikely heroes, Bob Cote, men that emerged through the titanic struggle to fight for the truth and find it. A truth that seldom is recognized by the audience until the fighter has left the ring. The pathway to the truth is taken by few, and therefore not well marked. This pathway, step 13, carved by a man with the heart of a lion, the vision of an eagle, the claws of a mother bear, and the mind of a guru, will be widened and cared for in years to come by as many men as it takes to fill your shoes. I swear to my friend, Bob Cote. Sorry. Thanks. Thanks, John.
Listen.
It's hard to do.
Listen to the old man. Listen to the old man. When you can.